Hello and welcome to my channel, your go-to source for the latest in WWE 24. Don't forget to follow and subscribe for all the updates. Let's dive right in.
Roman Reigns and Rhea Ripley are arguably the biggest WWE superstars under the new regime, but the two have not shared screen time on the weekly product. Recently, a video went viral where Mommy and the original Tribal Chief were captured together at WrestleMania 42. WrestleMania 42 was stacked with high-profile matches, but the real show stealers were on Sunday. Rhea Ripley left the event as the new WWE Women's Champion, and Roman Reigns won the World Heavyweight Championship from CM Punk in the show's main event. In a video on X, Mommy was seen interacting with the original Tribal Chief when she came down with her newly won championship. The two hugged and shared a brief moment before the 29-year-old star addressed people in the crowd and eventually met the fans in the arena. The interaction occurred on the day of WrestleMania and before the post-show. The two have run their divisions for years, but haven't shared the screen for a single moment in the Stamford-based promotion. Both Mommy and the original Tribal Chief have a bigger task at hand, which is to remain the brand's top champion. Roman Reigns and Rhea Ripley have switched brands on WWE's main roster for the first time in years. In 2020, Roman Reigns became the Tribal Chief and dominated the competition in the promotion for years to come. The multi-time world champion appeared on Monday Night RAW, but Friday Night SmackDown was his home, along with the Bloodline, for years to come. Meanwhile, Rhea Ripley reached new heights as a star with her work in the Judgment Day, and Mommy didn't look back as a single star until she was kicked out of the villainous faction in 2024. After her debut on WWE's main roster, she was primarily assigned to Monday Night RAW. However, it changed for both stars in 2026 following WrestleMania 42 in Las Vegas. After Roman Reigns won the World Heavyweight Championship from CM Punk, he was officially moved to the Red brand as the top champion. This was the original Tribal Chief's first run on the brand in nearly 7 years. Meanwhile, Rhea Ripley was appearing across both brands before WrestleMania 42 and was officially moved to Friday Night SmackDown after she won the WWE Women's Championship. This was the first time Mommy went to the blue since her arrival in 2021. The bright lights of WrestleMania 42 illuminated the stadium, casting a golden glow over thousands of roaring fans. It was a night built on spectacle, championship clashes, and unforgettable moments, but amid all the chaos and grandeur, one quiet, deeply human interaction stood out above the rest. It wasn't a title change or a shocking betrayal. Instead, it was a heartfelt exchange between two of WWE's most dominant forces, Roman Reigns and Rhea Ripley. For years, both Reigns and Ripley have stood as symbols of dominance in WWE. Reigns, the self-proclaimed Tribal Chief, built a legacy rooted in power, control, and unmatched confidence. Ripley, known as the Eradicator, has carved her own path of destruction, redefining what it means to be a top female superstar in modern wrestling. They come from different factions, different storylines, and rarely cross paths in a meaningful way. But at WrestleMania 42, something changed, if only for a moment. The interaction came after one of the most grueling matches of the night. Reigns had just stepped out of a war, his body battered but his aura intact. The crowd was still buzzing, chanting his name in waves that echoed throughout the arena. Meanwhile, Ripley had earlier defended her championship in a match that showcased her resilience and raw power. Both superstars, having faced their own battles, found themselves backstage in a rare moment of stillness. Cameras caught the moment almost accidentally. There was no dramatic music, no storyline buildup, just two warriors crossing paths. Reigns, still catching his breath, leaned against a production crate when Ripley approached. For a brief second, it felt like time slowed down. Fans watching on the big screen and at home sensed something different. This wasn't scripted tension or rivalry, it was respect. Ripley broke the silence first. With a nod and a faint smile, she acknowledged Reigns' performance. "Hell of a fight," she reportedly said, her voice carrying both admiration and exhaustion. Reigns looked up, his usually stoic expression softening just enough to reveal something rare, genuine appreciation. "You too," he responded. "You carried it." It was a simple exchange, but it spoke volumes. In an industry driven by larger-than-life personas, moments like these peeled back the curtain just enough to remind fans of the humanity behind the characters. Reigns, often portrayed as untouchable and authoritarian, showed humility. Ripley, known for her fierce and unapologetic demeanor, revealed a layer of mutual respect that transcended character alignments. What made this interaction even more impactful was its authenticity. There were no interruptions, no sudden attacks, no storyline twists. It was just two performers acknowledging each other's grind on the biggest stage of them all. For longtime fans, it felt like a reward, a glimpse into the bond shared by those who endure the physical and emotional demands of professional wrestling. Social media quickly erupted after the moment aired. Clips of the exchange spread across platforms, with fans praising WWE for allowing such a genuine interaction to be shown. Many pointed out how rare it is to see top stars from different divisions share screen time without conflict. Others speculated whether this could hint at future collaborations or mixed tag storylines. But for most, the beauty of the moment lay in its simplicity. The significance of this interaction also ties into the evolving landscape of WWE. In recent years, the company has made strides in presenting its female superstars as equals to their male counterparts. Ripley standing shoulder to shoulder with Reigns, even for a brief moment, symbolized that progress. It wasn't about hierarchy. It was about mutual respect between two elite competitors. Backstage reports later suggested that the moment wasn't heavily scripted, adding another layer of authenticity. Both Reigns and Ripley are known for their professionalism and understanding of storytelling. Perhaps they recognized the opportunity to create something memorable without words or theatrics. If that's the case, it worked perfectly. For Reigns, this interaction added a new dimension to his character. While he remains the dominant tribal chief, moments like this show that he isn't blind to greatness in others. For Ripley, it reinforced her position as one of WWE's most respected performers, not just in the women's division, but across the entire roster. As WrestleMania 42 continued, the night delivered plenty of jaw-dropping moments. Titles changed hands, rivalries reached their boiling point, and new stars emerged. But when fans look back on the event, this quiet exchange between Reigns and Ripley may stand out as one of its most meaningful highlights. Because sometimes, the most powerful moments in wrestling aren't the loudest ones. They're the ones that feel real. In the end, the interaction between Roman Reigns and Rhea Ripley wasn't about advancing a storyline or setting up a future match. It was about recognition, two of WWE's biggest stars acknowledging each other's excellence on the grandest stage. And in doing so, they reminded everyone watching why they are at the top of the industry. WrestleMania is often described as the show of shows, a place where legends are made and history is written. On this particular night, history wasn't just written in championship gold or main event victories. It was written in a quiet moment of respect, shared between two warriors who understand better than anyone what it takes to stand at the top. And sometimes, that's more powerful than any victory.